It is your destiny.
Fuck my destiny.
Sarkisian returned my call. He'll meet about selling the Turk.
He still got it? When's the meeting?
Tomorrow morning.
Meaning this news could have waited?
Here's the little whatever that Brian got me. We're calling it Bob. And here's what it does. I was on Facebook, and those who know me know I'm usually always on Facebook. But the thing is, I finally figured out how to go offline so you may not always see me, which is a good thing. And so I was on this person's profile who made a profile for Sarah Connor and chose the name Sarah Baum from one of the aliases she uses in the Terminator TV series, Terminator the Sarah Connor Chronicles. And she had a link to a fanfic that's continuing the series on. And I knew it's a fanfic, so there's going to have to be at least a few things wrong. Maybe something's different. But it was continuing on season 3, and I was like, okay, I'll go with this, I'll see how they do. One of the problems, this first problem is very minor and very personal. There was hardly any Derek Reese. Now, near the end of season 2, when Derek Reese gets killed off, I stopped really caring about the third season because I was like, Derek Reese isn't going to be in it, who the hell cares? And once he ends up once an alternate timeline comes up and he's there, I'm like, okay, Derek Reese is back, I can go for a third season. And they made, the people who did go with the pairing Sarah Connor and Cameron, and I could go on for hours why that pairing does not make sense. And they ended up having a sex scene, and at that point I was like, shit, this is one of the most disturbing things I have seen. And I could go on for hours about that too. Then, at one point, Catherine Weaver, T-1001, just imagine a more advanced T-1000. That's basically it. The show's creators said they wanted a unique model for the show, and so they did T-1001. And they have it glide at one point like a bird. They have it turn into a bird, you know, just the form of a bird, and sort of glide. Physics, people! It might have the weight of maybe, say, a sports car. Now imagine a sports car. No modifications, no jet propellers or anything high advanced, just a sports car, no modifications. Imagine would make it come crashing down. That made no sense. The fact that Derek Reese and Jesse Flores are together when Kyle is not dead. Now, my thing has always been Derek Reese started the relationship with Jesse Flores because it was desperate and he wanted to take the pain away, so he used her sort of like a drug. Did he love her? He cared very, very deeply for her, maybe bordering on love, and he trusted her deeply. But I'm not going to go say so far as he loves her. There's John Connor ends up going to the present, which aka is the past. When, from the commentary I heard on the season 2 DVDs of the final episode, and 1 or 2 interviews, it seemed like season 3 would be about John Connor becoming a soldier in the future. Brian Austin Green also remarked how that was a very good way to show it, and he was excited for season 3, it seems, at least for that one interview. And they end up saying in the past, which just destroys season 3. But it's a fanfic, and I can understand people wanting to keep things familiar. I saw this in Anwar's fanfics. The war with the Yeerks had been won, but, you know, the Earth hadn't been alerted that there were Andalites or Yeerks, and the humans were left clueless for some unexplained reason. It's the problem that I think some fanfic writers like to keep things familiar. Like Cameron got a new body, and I don't think that should have happened because her skin was used for a very specific mission. And I think some people commented that, you know, the timelines, nothing is original, but I beg to differ there. Cameron's model, at least the skin, was made for a specific purpose. I don't know, it just really pissed me off because it had some good potential, don't get me wrong. In the beginning, I could see some real potential, and just pisses me off that they just wasted it. And yeah, there was not enough Derek Reese. Derek Reese appeared here and there. And so I think it's called Terminator's TSCC Virtual season. It has a live journal community. I won't be providing the link, you can look it up yourself. But if you liked the Terminator Sarah Connor Chronicles, if you really enjoyed it, if you liked everything about it, don't bother reading the fanfic because it does have potential but just fails. And it's a fanfic, but if you're expecting a good continuation of the series, it's not really for you. It has some good parts, but I haven't gotten really to episode 9. I mean, I end up breezing through some things, but it's really not a good continuation. And feel free to ask me questions what I think about it if you are interested enough or wanting a link. Look at yourself because it just really annoyed me. Also in the fanfic I mentioned before, Jesse Flores and Derek Reese are in charge of boot camp. Let me just break it down to you. Jesse Flores works on a submarine. That's her job. Why the heck would she be in charge of boot camp? She's on the she is trained to, fire guns, do land, but her main job, the thing she is known for, that would be right on her resume, is submarine work. Guiding submarines, blah, blah, blah. I don't think the leader or leaders of the resistance would choose her to do boot camp. But of course, that's just so, Derek Reese and Jesse Flores can get together. Totally useless and does not make one lick of sense. But of course, you don't want a lesser-known person or someone that could suddenly take the spotlight to help for boot camp. Remember, in the TV series, Derek Reese had some other people that he, in his troop, whatever, that could easily train boot camp with him if you wanted someone else from the series. I promise I'll shut up about this. But it's still fresh on my mind. Also, this is very little minor about the fanfic, but for no reason at all, Catherine Weaver kills a rat. The rats weren't bothering her. They were there scuttering around because it's the future. And it has been established that Terminators only kill when there's a need to. Cameron has even brought this up, that she's never killed when she hasn't had to, if it's for the mission or something. They'll kill maybe more than we would kill, but it's still, there is a reason for the killing. If they don't protect when they don't have to, they do things so, but killing a rat at random makes no sense. Ooh, she's supposed to be a bad, spooky character. There it goes. It shouldn't have happened. It's small, minor, but really shouldn't have been. But the whole sex scene between Cameron and Sarah Connor, that's way, way worse. Yeah. Well, the big bucks over there I was using, got moved. So just to learn you all to the fact that the zombie event on Subeta started a few days ago. And I don't think much is going to happen. There's no binders, of course. It's more of a celebration of the freedom, celebration of the fact that there was a cure for the zombie before. And to warning people, don't wear a mask while visiting Shadow Glen, or else you'll get bit by a zombie. So we're disappointed that the biting option didn't come back. I'm actually very disappointed. But it seems like this is how it's going to be, and at least there's going to be new strains. I haven't seen the new strains yet. I haven't really been on the forums. I'm trying to let go of here. So yeah, but at least there's new strains, and at least that's there. I'm going to have to be posting on the forums a lot more. If you're watching this and you're on Subeta and you have a board up having people kiss you and giving kisses back, please tell me which it is, because I had a bunch of note pings to different groups for boards, and I deleted all of them. I might have visited one board, So I am sorry, and please tell me you're bored again. I'm probably going to make a board. So yeah, so if you're on Subeta, it started, and what do I think of it so far? Well, besides I told you, I was going to do like little vlogs going day by day when something big happened, but I'm assuming the only thing that's going to happen is that there's going to be a new cure for these diseases, many new items in the zombie shop will be released, but really not much is going to happen. So I'm planning to do vlogs for each event when there's something worth reporting. Right now, that doesn't seem to be the case.